Hello, Vanderbilt. We have a special treat. We have Maddie and Haley here representing the original cast show that is happening later on this week. So, what are your positions within the show?
I'm the director, so I've sort of come up with all the artistic concepts for the show. I'm also starring in it as well.
Well, there we go.
And I'm the publicity director this semester, so I came up with the logo and flyers and just publicizing the show to get
Gotcha. You get the people in the seats. I like
exactly.
it. Okay, and so you're director, so that gives you kind of a good amount of power, I imagine, right?
Yes.
All right, I know we were discussing beforehand. You said you do not have the director's chair.
No, I don't, but I've definitely thought about it. I mean, it's not too late, really. I feel like I could still swing that and throw a star on the door and just, really take reign of everything.
Please take control. You can get the blowhorn. You can start giving commands. So I imagine you said you were also starring in it, so it might be hard to both sit in the chair
do both.
and actually enact.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, I can see the methodology for not having
Right.
the chair. Okay. But okay, so as director, is there a specific concept that is going into what the show is going to be?
Mm-hmm. We've basically built our whole show around the concept of doors and what they represent. So we have 4 doors as our set pieces, and they're all on wheels and they move, and we're sort of exploring the idea of doors opening and doors closing, opportunities coming and going, doors being slammed in your face, on all the unknown and uncertainty that comes with what's behind the door and the decision to open or close it. Okay. So that's sort of how we chose our musicals that we're doing and sort of how we created this story that we're going to do.
Okay, so you did twine each of the different stories from the different musicals to make sort of a linear.
Kind of. We basically, it's very minimal dialogue. This show we have about 30 songs from various musicals, and each of the musicals has sort of something to do with the door concept, which is how we chose them. And we basically took the songs we liked from those musicals and put them in a feasible order and created our own characters out of that. So all the characters live sort of in this one apartment building.
Gotcha.
And so they're all sort of assembled in Brooklyn, New York. And so in putting the songs in an order, we created this sort of musical in itself, and that's how we do our sort of review style show.
Gotcha. And for those who don't understand, what is the exact format of original cast? It's got a very unique way that they put forth everything.
Yes, the original cast, we're a 15-member group this semester, and it's entirely student-run, so Maddie and our producer, Chris, came up with the whole concept for the show, and it's totally student-run, so I'm doing publicity, we have a person doing costumes, another person in charge of tickets, another person doing tech, so it's all us, and we hire musicians, so it's completely student-run.
Oh, wow. So everybody's got it. Are there elections that go into who gets each position? Or?
Yeah.
There are. At the end of every semester, we have an election day where people can run for the various positions, give a spiel, and then we vote on the next semester's board.
Interesting. And when does recruitment happen? Is it just kind of beginning of first semester?
Well, yeah, at the beginning of each semester, we sort of have a big publicity drive and get people to audition after we've selected the board, and the board sort of selects those new members we have. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of, so your job doesn't quite end yet. After you finish publicizing the show, you got to publicize for new members as well?
Well, that'll be next semester's publicity director. That's the first thing on the agenda, to round up new members.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's exciting. Fantastic. Okay, and I'm very interested to know, all right, so you got the 4 doors that's going to be used to interweave all these different stories. But I imagine there's probably a lot of costume changes that happen as well, too, as they get into each character.
Yeah, there's a lot of just logistics that goes behind it, because everyone has their one solid sort of solo character, and they have their sort of costume for that character, and then everyone sort of plays the ensemble in everyone else's story.
Interesting.
So it could be, for example, there's a character named Frank. It could be his song, and all the people in the apartment sort of become part of his song, part of his ensemble, and his sort of cheerleading squad for what he's going after, what opportunity he's seeking. So, I mean, the logistics of that, getting people in and out of each number, and you've got 4 other characters roaming around that are the doors that are just weaving around the stage at all times.
So people
basically.
aren't playing the doors then?
Well, no.
I got excited. Somebody's the doors to your characters.
I felt really bad sending out a cast list saying, sorry, you're a door. You're welcome.
Not even the cool one. You're door number 3.
You're door
behind
3.
Mysterious number 3.
Yeah, it's
okay.
really, that would not be good. But we basically push the doors all around the stage to sort of create different environments, different stage environments, and sort of exemplify where we are, whether we're in the apartment building, outside of it, or if the doors are off, we're sort of completely away from the apartment building.
Okay, so this is interesting. You can actually change the shape of the room by the way you position the doors.
Basically, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so the actual set itself is elastic and can change positions.
Right, yeah. So it's so that we like the idea of the doors because they're sort of malleable in that way, and we can have. It created a lot of opportunities for us to be both sort of like metaphorical with them and more literal. So sometimes they're just representing an obstacle, but sometimes they are literally representing like another room.
Interesting. Okay, so you got those moving around. You said there were roughly 30 musical numbers that are within the show, and 15 members, so each person gets at least one solo.
Yes.
And all right, so what's your solo?
My solo is called The Bear, the Tiger, the Hamster, and the Mole. I play. It's one of the more interesting ones. I play a feminist artist, and so the whole song is it's pretty humorous, and I'm just going on and on about how women don't need men. And all these animals, all the females can survive on their own without their male counterparts.
I see. Okay, so the hamster can get along just fine without daddy
Exactly.
hamster on the wheel, right?
The mole is an independent woman.
She can burrow straight out of that place if she wants to. Okay, not to delve too deep. Okay, fantastic. All right, so you got a fun one. What's yours?
We have 2 very interesting solos. Of all the people to pick, I sing a song called Doctor's Orders, and there's a character who's the producer. He's playing Dr. Alan Roberts, and his sort of obstacle is that he's married, he has this great life, but he feels like his life is somewhat unfulfilled. Right. And so I'm sort of like a muse or a dream. And we have, obviously. I'm basically a dream girl. Exactly, right.
I mean, I thought that.
So basically, I sing a number when he's asleep, and we're appearing in his dreams, us and all the rest of the chorus girls. And I sing a song called Doctor's Orders. This is very seductive. It's a fantasy, really.
Okay.
So,
I imagine the costume is probably pretty interesting for
that. There's a lot of nurses on stage.
A lot of nurses on stage. Okay, so you got backup. Are you one of the nurses as well?
I am.
You are one of the nurses?
I'm one of the nurses.
Okay, well, guys, you gotta get this show out. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got seductive dreams, nurses running everywhere. I mean, it's gonna be so exciting if your heart stops, at least you got medical personnel on hand.
Yes, exactly right.
Okay, well, fantastic. That's fun. Okay, so you guys each get your distinct act, and you get to. What's your favorite supporting position that you have in on different shows?
I mean, I personally, my favorite song in the whole piece is the closing number, Holding On. And it's sort of, I mean, while we're still playing our characters, I think it's just a song that sort of speaks to everyone.
Gotcha.
And we're sort of just like representing the concept at that point and the idea we're sort of trying to convey with the whole musical. And it's just, I mean, it's just a great number. So that's my favorite number to be a part of, even though I'm not necessarily playing a nurse.
The seductive nurse.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You're running around.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay. And which one would you say would be your favorite?
Well, that's also
other than being her nurse, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or his nurse.
Well, that is one of my favorites. But I love this show because there's a lot of great dance numbers, and I grew up doing dance, so probably Live in Living Color, and there's a few big dance numbers that are just a lot of fun.
Okay, so you take it out. Okay, so the ones that you have most interesting dance performances.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, cool. So Madeline, here, you have an open door for all sorts of opportunities to see both dancing and singing.
Yeah, exactly.
basically all those shows you kind of should have already seen, but you haven't. Well, you can kind of see them all at the same
Right.
time.
We're just giving you an excellent show. Yeah.
There you go. Well, hey, why don't you tell them when and where it is instead of
Alrighty.
got stats down.
Yes. Well, our show is called Facing Empty Spaces, and it will run April 12th through 14th. It's a Thursday through Saturday at 8 o'clock at night in Langford Auditorium. So if you're going on a spring formal, it's okay. You can come to the Thursday night show, and tickets are on sale at the Surratt box office. They're on the card for $10, or you can buy them at the door.
There you go. You can buy it at the door. Opportunity's not
At the door.
back to you guys.